Howdy everybody and welcome back to the channel. It's me, Brick Travy, and today we're taking a look at set number 40755 at 383 pieces, the Imperial Dropship versus Rebel Scout Speeder. Now this was a part of the 25 years of LEGO Star Wars and included the exclusive droid figure QTKT. So really excited for that figure. This set comes with 6 minifigures, plus the 7th, which is the QTKT. So we get 3 Rebel Fleet Troopers as well as 3 Stormtroopers. Now, of course, this is the 3rd or 4th time we've got the Imperial Dropship, and the 2nd we've ever gotten the Rebel Scout Speeder. So very cool little combination of ships here. I really like the idea of these mega battle packs. What I don't like is the idea of them being $45. So that is my initial take, is that I do not believe this set is worth $45, because in reality, we used to get these battle packs for $10 a piece with 2 extra minifigures. So basically you get 4 minifigures plus a vehicle for 10, 12 bucks. And now we get less minifigures and maybe a little bit smaller vehicles for $44. I don't really like that. I don't understand if it's just that they're getting the exclusive figure and that's what's making the price on this go up. I really wanted to love this set. As of the recording of this video, it is the 6th of March, which means this is months and months and months after release. And I can honestly say that really the only reason I purchased this set is because I wanted the QTKT figure. I really am excited for it. I love these big sets that are like battle-ish because that's what I wanted as a kid, but the price is really driving me away from that. On the back side, we get some action shots of the different types of play features this set has, as the dropship for the Imperials and then a turret for the actual Rebels. They're very cool, and like I said, they're very similar to the older style of this set. So let's get this thing built and see what we think. And we're back, and like I said, this was relatively easy to build. Like I said, they're not huge sets. It's less than 400 pieces. I mean, it took maybe 45 minutes to put together just so I can enjoy myself. So we get a really good look at our Imperial Dropship, which looks a lot sleeker now. Like I said, in older renditions of this, you know, they're kind of bulky, clunky looking, like doesn't look very aerodynamic. This looks very sleek, kind of like a little escape pod, honestly. That's what my first take of this was. And then we get an absolutely beautiful Rebel speeder here. This is a huge upgrade from the early 2000 one. The figures look great. The speeder looks absolutely phenomenal. Like, I mean, there are some stickers on here, but you know, it's not too many. We do get a removable turret, so we have a cool turret play feature there. Absolutely stunning. I mean, first take of the vehicles itself are amazing. So let's take a look at our figures. So our QTKT, of course, gets that 25 years of LEGO Star Wars kind of plaque there. And then I already went ahead and put my 2x4 tile there, or excuse me, brick there for plate to display with the rest of my figures, my 25 anniversary figures. As of this, I'm only missing Cal Kestis. So, and it's going to hurt my wallet trying to buy that Death Star. It's going to retire soon. Not Death Star, excuse me, Star Destroyer. And I really don't think I want to. I think that's one I will end up buying on the secondary market. It's an expensive set, but I just really don't have any interest in it because I have 2, if you look right there. Then we have QTKT herself. This is amazing. She was one of my favorite droids from the droid arc in the Clone Wars. And then, of course, this little droid here actually has a pretty heartfelt story tied to her. Like the founder of the 501st Legion, Cosplay Legion, built this for his daughter, who is a cancer survivor, if I remember correctly. So it's really good shout out to her. You know, it's come a long way. I like the design overall. I like the bright pink color. It really pops in as far as like the rest of these astromechs really go. So overall, an absolutely fantastic figure. Next up, we have the Rebels. So all of the Rebels themselves look very good. I mean, this is another chance for us to be able to get those dual-molded black legs for their boots, but I like the classic look of the singular color. I mean, it makes it throwback to like the original Lego Star Wars game. So that's a cool little aspect of it, if you ask me. And something kind of interesting they started doing is diversity as far as the figures go. So you'll see here we do have a brown skin Rebel Fleet Trooper here. So that does give it a little bit of diversity among the ranks of the troopers. So I do like that idea. And I believe this is actually females too. So that's pretty cool there. So if you do army build with these, which like I was mentioning earlier, this set is very expensive to army build, and it's a Lego exclusive, so it's almost never going to be on sale. That's another really downside. You know, you can't get this 20% off at Walmart or clearance out at Walmart or Target for that matter. And so it's a little frustrating. I said, so anybody that wants to army build Fleet Troopers or Stormtroopers, which Stormtroopers isn't that big of a deal. The Fleet Trooper is probably the one more people want because it's doesn't get released as often. But that's my take on that one. This is an absolutely stunning, stunning, stunning vehicle. I mean, if this was released on its own, I'd buy 20 of them. I mean, they look awesome. You know, it's got really good ratio for the minifigures. You know, they're not cramped in there. They look good in there. The stickers look good. The colors look good. I like the play feature of taking the actual turret off to play as a play function. Even my girlfriend, the Salty Brick, she really enjoyed the actual look of this one, which is surprising. So this one itself gets a very high rating. The price, again, is really expensive, but this is a very well-built model. Like, it kind of makes up for it a little bit. Next up, the Imperial Dropship. Now, I have problems with this one. So I think this thing looks slick as heck. I think it looks nice. It looks good. The figures, though, it doesn't work as well as that Rebel Fleet Trooper. So I feel like they put a lot more effort into the actual Rebel transport rather than the Imperial one. So one of the weirdest problems with this one is, if I was a kid and playing with this, you get some play function here with the thrusters. So number one, you're going to put thrusters on your troops. That's not very efficient. In the older one, they weren't directly over it, the actual thruster. So that's a little bit of a downside for me. But once you remove it, the dropship portion, you actually get that full playability. So I just wonder if you're not supposed to put those thrusters down when it's in that kind of dropship configuration. But the fact that when you have the troops actually on there and you lose a little bit of that play function, kind of defeats the purpose for me. So to me, that's a little bit of a poor design, but it's playable. Something else is this here. On all of the previous ones, it was some kind of Technic function that actually held this in, and these are actually a Lego clip, and so that actually holds this in place. And you can see right there, I'm having to wiggle it to get it to lock into place there. Again, that's not really a smooth function as you would assume it would want to be. And then the cockpit area is pretty basic. Like, basically, you have to lay the figure down inside of there. And a staple of the older ones was that you got a Shadow Trooper. So, again, you don't get a Shadow Trooper in this one. That's a downside for the Imperial side for me. Something else I was going to mention, like I said, same on this one, diversity. So they're including diversity in this one. So this is the same face as the other one. On the Rebel side, it's a brown female. So we do get that. That's interesting in its own right. Like I said, the other ones are just basic clones, or excuse me, troopers. Oh, wait, no, there's another female and a white female there. So that's pretty cool. I didn't see that the first time I was building it, so on me for forgetting it. So the figures themselves are all right. You know, we get that dual molded helmet. I am a big fan of this helmet. I like how it looks. I know a lot of people do not like it because you don't have any kind of articulation, but I just kind of like how the helmet looks. It looks like a very stormtroopery helmet. So that's just my hot take on that. I know a lot of people don't like it because it's very large, but I think it looks good. And if you're army building these kind of stormtroopers, they'd look fantastic. But like I said, this set is a very, very, very expensive set to army build with. So there's that function again I was talking about where you really got to wiggle that actual feature to get it to work. So if we are going to rate this set, which I am, of course, I'm going to rate this set a 5 out of 10. So I think the models look good. I think this Rebel Transport or Rebel Speeder is perfect. If that was on its own, that would get a 10 out of 10. Absolutely every day of the week. I honestly believe they could have released just this set with the QTKT for $30. They did that with the Imperial Dropship in 2020, I believe it was, or excuse me, 2019, and you got a Han Solo figure. This would have been a perfect set for Rebel Troopers with the QTKT, $30. I think that would have been a banger. What brings this set down is this Imperial Dropship. It looks good at first glance, but the play features are kind of wonky. The actual function of the ship is kind of wonky. There's just things I don't like about it. That's my personal opinion. I said now many other people might have a different one, but that's just mine. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a like and subscribe to the channel, and I hope to see you guys on the next video. Bye-bye.